Hey everybody, McKyler here real quick to remind you to go check out our Patreon. We've got 7 bonus episodes up there right now and an 8th one coming up soon. If that's something that sounds fun to you, go sign up at patreon.com/doing learning. Hope to see you over there. Welcome to Doing Learning, everybody. It's McKyler. I'm your host tonight, and I've got my buddy Daniel staring at me from across the table. How's it going, Daniel? Are you okay?
It's good. I was just trying to decide whether to say, hey, folks, but that's your thing. I don't know what my thing is.
I thought you started that.
No, I told you to say, tell the folks, hey, folks.
But you did. You asked me to do the thing.
Yes, but I don't know what I should do.
You don't have a thing? You don't have an identity?
I don't think I do. I think this is my identity. I just mess things up.
You just derail it 8 seconds into the thing?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds right.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Daniel.
Hey, folks.
Who was that, Daniel? It's our first guest star. Because this is the main feed. We are joined tonight by my good buddy, Marcus, who helped kind of kick off the show. I don't know that we would have really gotten such a hot start if it wasn't for Marcus's support. So I asked Marcus to join us tonight for a couple of reasons. One, because he's a good buddy that I wanted to have on. I think it's really fun. And 2, because he is our resident expert.
Ooh.
And you both don't know the topic yet.
What am I an expert in?
If you would pardon me for a few minutes, I've got to go grab something.
Okay.
I will be back.
Marcus Aurelius and I will chat about his past lives of him going through, what is it? Mutiny? No, it's backstabbing. Is that Marcus Aurelius?
Is it? Yeah, it is, right?
I mean, it's you. You should know.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure if I was part of the stabbing or if I'm just part of some other Roman history. But
I think Marcus Aurelius was the one being stabbed.
Oh, was I? I was the one being stabbed?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, that's why I don't remember. Very traumatic event for me.
So how does that play into today's life? Like, does reincarnation happen every so often, and now you become an expert on something else?
Well, I guess I'm well versed in trauma now.
Okay.
Because I don't have any recollection of being stabbed by a bunch of Roman dudes. So.
Oh, look, our host is back.
It's me, the host.
Can you say, hey, folks?
Hey, folks.
There you go.
There we go.
I just do it on command whenever you tell me to, I guess.
Say it one more time for us.
You're not Daniel. Hello, folks.
That's my thing.
Don't fight. I snuck some stuff. I made myself wildly uncomfortable. This is not going according to plan. But
if you guys want to picture what I'm seeing, is
don't show him.
McKyler. He's hiding something in his back, which is causing him to be very uncomfortable. But what do we got here?
You guys feast your eyes on none other than the New Balance 608s.
Those are nice.
New Balances are my jam. I like the 880s personally, but yeah,
their own.
The 608s are good.
Okay, so
and how am I an expert in this?
Okay, I'm glad you asked, because what is the New Balance 608?
They're dad shoes.
They are the dad shoe.
The dad shoes. I know that for a fact.
Yeah.
It's this is it. If you Google dad shoe, New Balance 608.
100% would wear those.
So, okay. Yeah. I'm so glad. So you're an expert, Marcus, because you're a dad.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
That's about where it kind of ends. So why on earth do I have dad shoes? This is not an announcement. Do not read into this. I am not a dad. I bought these as a joke. So,
for
the podcast, I bought the shoes. Yes, I bought the shoes for the podcast. I've owned these things for a couple months now.
Okay.
And I've been trying to wear them at basically every opportunity to try and live my life as a dad and do Dadtivities.
Do you have the full tube socks with the khaki shorts?
You know what?
I got tube socks on right now. Not even kidding.
I did not. I didn't go full tube socks. I really should have. So here's the thing. The research is not over. I still own the shoes. I'm going to continue to wear them. But I wanted to kind of walk through my journey and through my dadtivities and get a dad's perspective on what on earth is the deal.
Oh.
And I just think it's funny.
Yeah.
So what are some things? Well, no, let me back up. These shoes I bought brand spanking new for $70.
Okay.
It was a little pricier than I was kind of expecting.
Probably get them on sale on the right day.
And I think we did. I think honestly, that was the list price. I think it was like a buy one get one half off. So
that's a real dad response.
Exactly. So maybe it's that sticker price. It has a star next to it. It says not on sale. Don't buy it. You gotta wait till they go on sale. We did get them on sale, but the list price I think was $70.
Yeah.
Okay. They look like, actually, now that I bring them down here, I look at them, they're actually in pretty decent shape, but I have taken these things through the ringer in as much as I possibly could in about the last month and a half. So I did all of the things I could think of that like a quintessential dad move. So I'm just going to kind of spitball some of the things that I've done. I went up and down a ladder. In the shoes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
I went to Home Depot and Lowe's, wandered around.
On the same day.
I was going to say it has to be on the same day.
Yes. No,
Okay,
I've definitely been on the same day.
Good.
Because the 1x2s were the worst pieces of lumber I've ever
Better
seen.
ones out there.
No, it made me completely switch. I was trying to build a thing. It was like an art display board thing.
Right.
I had an actual purpose of being there. I didn't just like go there and wander around for an hour. Although I thought about it, but then I was like, oh, I actually have a reason, so I'll go do that.
That
better use of my time.
Yeah. See, that's smart. But I've done like projects with 1x2s, but not with 1x2s. I'd split 2x4s.
Yes, exactly.
So,
there's ways around it.
Yes.
My way around it for this project was I bought 4 foot by 8 foot sheets of MDF and then cut them down to size. And I got way more out of them than I would. So I spent hours on the table saw in these bad boys, getting all dusty. Because if you've ever cut MDF, you're gonna get a little dusty
everywhere.
So that's I think why the laces are not white anymore is mostly because of MDF dust. So hundreds of cuts. I don't know how many board feet of cuts. These bad boys, they got me through it.
I have a question though. Have you worn these around me?
I think so.
Are you sure?
I'm not sure.
Is that something you would notice?
I'm a big shoe guy.
Guys,
okay.
I'm a big shoe guy.
Okay, then I must not have.
And I think I would have recognized them.
The first day I wore them, I got like 8 comments. I've never gotten a comment about, it's been a long time since I got shoe comments.
Yeah.
But like, I had no idea that there is yet like a new resurgence of like dad shoes for not dads, for people like the kids are doing it for some reason. Like I had no idea. I got it because I thought it was funny. But like I put them on and everyone's like, oh yeah, those are coming back. I'm like, are they really?
Oh yeah.
That is complete. I had no idea. And I don't know why.
You don't know why they're coming back?
No.
Because you look at the shape they're in.
And you've done how much? Yeah.
I will say this. We can kind of, we'll skip around a little bit because we'll talk about more activities.
Yeah.
But, their performance, let's go to the bottom line. How good are the shoes at the activities? And I would say they're fine. I would say they're adequate.
Really?
I would not buy them over my Brooks because they're half the price of the Brooks, not on sale. So there's that. So, okay. One thing to consider. They took like a month to get anywhere remotely close to comfortable for me.
Interesting.
It took forever. I was like, this sucks. It's like, I don't like this research anymore. They're finally, and it might speak to their longevity. They're finally getting kind of comfortable to where I can stand on them for a long time and walk around a lot in them. But for the longest time, they hurt my feet. They jammed against my ankles all good like that. And I'm just like, I do not understand. Because like they should be the ultimate comfort, or at least comfort to price ratio. I don't know. I don't fully understand it. And that's why I'm keeping the research window open.
Okay.
Because I don't think we're done here.
Yeah, come back in 50 episodes.
Yes, exactly. We will do a revisit when these shoes die.
Yeah.
I think maybe. And then we'll do like an in memoriam for my New Balance 608s. We'll put a little picture up there. We'll sing a song or something. It'll be great. I have more activities I want to talk about and some other stuff. I want to talk about New Balance itself, just because it's actually kind of a fun story, New Balance.
Mm-hmm.
But I do have a question for Marcus.
Oh.
What shoes do you wear as a father?
All sorts of different shoes. I do own a pair of New Balance shoes, and they're probably my most comfy shoes,
Okay.
ironically.
Okay. Are they 608s or are they different?
No, I don't even know what brand they are.
I
They were
bet
the
you-
cheapest ones.
I bet you he gets 808s.
808s?
Yeah.
There's 608s and 808s?
Yeah, when I go home, I'll send you.
We should
a
follow,
picture.
send us. We'll put it in the notes.
Yeah, I mean, lately though, it's now that I'm working remotely and don't have to go into the office.
Oh, that's a game changer.
Yeah, it's just I just wear my tube socks around for the most part.
Yeah.
If I got to go mow the lawn or something, I'll put some shoes on.
Yeah.
But other than that,
You say that, but I wouldn't put it past you. I could see driving by, seeing Marcus mowing his lawn in your socks.
so yeah,
I could see it.
I have an irrational fear about cutting my toes off with the lawnmower. So
That's fair. That's
I-
100% fair.
I follow that. Yeah.
my dad cut his finger off on a lawnmower.
Yeah.
oh.
And so
That's
it would
right.
be
Yep.
natural progression
That's
were I
right.
to not wear shoes.
That's true.
Yeah, so
That's true.
that-
That stuff is hereditary.
Mhm.
So
Follow up. Are you one of those dads that's jumped on the Crocs game?
No, I totally would, and my kids wear Crocs. But I got like these pair of slippers. That's kind of my version of Crocs.
That's your jam.
Let me like slippers are they full on slippers, or are they like still shoe like
loafers,
slides?
kinda?
Yeah, like loafers.
No, they're slippers. They're like open toed. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, do they have a back?
No back.
No
In the
back.
back,
Are they?
okay.
They're not Adidas slides, are they?
Ooh.
They're similar to that.
Similar,
Yeah.
but
Okay.
like
Just knockoff
not.
ones.
Are they rubber or are they like
Rubber, yeah, for sure.
Okay, so
yeah.
they're slides. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
it's slide. Yeah.
Oh, slides. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know what they were called.
On
Yeah.
the street, they're
What
called
are,
slides.
what, are,
They're called
what
slides.
are slippers?
That's such.
Daniel?
Sorry, Daniel, man. If I'd have known about the shoe thing, I would have done my research.
I either thought you were gonna say you were wearing slides or some Hey Dudes. So
Hey dudes are in.
Oh
right
no,
now.
hey, I would get some Hey Dudes. Yeah,
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
so comfy.
That's on the list.
They do not last long.
I wouldn't imagine so. Like I see
No,
the way they're built.
they're very light.
Yeah.
for about 6 months straight. I wore moccasins one time.
Really?
Yeah, I inherited some moccasins from my wife's grandpa a while ago.
Okay.
So I just wore them.
Just be- okay.
That's what I had. So
Would you just wear those around the house or actually outside as
just
well?
everywhere.
Everywhere? Wow.
How did that compare
Yeah.
Yeah.
to your
So-
typical repertoire?
It's so hot, man. Moccasins they do what they're supposed to do really well. They're just sweating like crazy.
Oh.
in
So would
there.
you wear them in winter?
Yeah,
Well, you should ask her. Did you wear them in summer?
both. Just went for it.
Nothing was stopping you.
Nothing.
If I saw the moccasins, that's what I put on. They were not comfortable whatsoever.
What if it's downpouring?
Oh, soggy mocks, dude.
Yeah.
The only time I can remember wearing them in severe weather was like hail.
How'd they do?
Oh, they did fine. Yeah, they did fine. I mean, I got hail in
Did you
them.
get like some toe bruises?
No, nothing too bad. I wasn't out
Okay.
there for too long.
Mm.
But
That's good.
Would
That's
you get
good.
a second pair?
oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So where do they fit the mold of dad shoe?
I think
Like,
that
are
might be a
they-
unique one.
Are they a suitable replacement for a 608? Maybe that's my question.
No.
They
I don't-
feel way more niche. They feel more niche.
Yeah.
Like for the particular
Mm-hmm.
dad partaker. Not every dad could handle mocks.
Oh no.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
So, well, I will tell you, they've been great. They're just shoes to me. I'm not like a shoe guy, so it's kind of tough. But like some other things, I mean, I put them through the ringer. The table saw, that was a big one. I don't have a lawn to mow, so I didn't cut no grass in them.
You could have came over to
But-
my place.
I think
Wow.
no, it was fine. I could have, but you would have been suspicious of me. You're like, something weird is going on. Andy's wearing weird shoes. Oh, I should say too, before I move on to my other Dadtivities that we did, there was a couple of other weird experiences with him. A bunch of people commented on them,
Mhm.
like immediately. People were like, "Oh yeah, boom, your shoes. I noticed your shoes." Okay, cool. I would notice them when I'm walking around because I have worn black shoes for a long time now. I didn't always wear black shoes, but like black or gray or whatever. But I'm used to wearing black shoes with my jeans. Then I got white shoes and I started walking around, and all of a sudden, my feet are like flashing on the bottom of my eyes, so I can see my feet all the time. And it took me forever to like get over the fact of like, it's like if you start thinking about it, you can see your nose. Like
Yeah.
your eye, your brain
Right.
just like takes it out. It's the same thing when you're walking around. You don't notice your feet, but change your shoe color. And I bet you it drove me nuts. I was
Right.
like, I can see my feet everywhere I go.
That's really weird because I actually like it. That's why
I'm walking around like, yes.
well my
Those are my feet.
my 880s New Balance, they're bright yellow. I call them my mellow yellows because they're my training shoes, and they not only help me obviously because I use them as my trainers for running, but when I'm like seeing my feet, it kind of helps me like keep a stride, like doom doom
Okay.
doom doom. So like
I'll buy
because
that.
I'm like seeing my feet, not only am I seeing them, I'm feeling it. So my stride, I can calculate that a little bit better. So like in that aspect, I do like seeing it. That's why
Okay.
they're bright
That's
colors.
fair. Okay. Nice, Daniel. You freaking got me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I always thought, okay, because when I wear my New Balance, one of the reasons I like them is I don't kick things as much and I don't trip as
What?
much. And I always thought it was because the toe was like flared up a little bit more than my other shoes.
Let me look at the toes.
But I guess it's just because I'm looking at them because they're bright.
You notice them? Yeah, maybe. You're more aware of your foot placement, I
Yeah.
suppose.
That is one thing that I noticed, like just, walking around, running around with those things, that I don't trip or kick things.
Yeah. Interesting.
That's got some value as a dad,
Yeah.
I would say.
Oh, for
Yeah.
sure.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, carrying the kiddos around, or you're trying to chase them down, or whatever activities you get into
Yeah,
is
definitely.
your version of being a dad. I've got nephews, and I babysat.
Yeah.
That was good. It didn't require shoes. Did not play a factor
I was like-
into it whatsoever.
Cool.
But I did it, so I was like, okay, I gotta test the shoes. I gotta wear the shoes. I played with my other nephew. He's older. So the nephew that I babysat, he's almost 1. He's pretty little still. My other nephew, he's 4, and so he's a ball of energy, and we run around in the grass and do all kinds of stuff and have fun. So I got some grass stains on my shoes. So I put them
Okay,
through the
yeah,
test
good.
in as
Okay.
much as I
Yeah, yeah.
possibly could. So, and I'll say they're hanging on there. They're in great shape. They are starting to break in. So I'm wondering if they're kind of a slow burn into their peak.
Their prime.
And I wonder how long that prime will last and how long these shoes will last. So
Right.
there's definitely going to have to be a follow up because there just hasn't been enough time, enough dadtivities. I'm trying to think of any of the other weird stuff that I did. Planted some flowers. That was my substitute for cutting
Mhm.
grass. That's the best I got. Got to play in the dirt. Walked the dog. That was good. That was good. That was some dadtivities. Did I miss anything big?
Like quintessential dad activities.
Yeah. Like, what is the most dad thing that you do? Like when you at one point were not a dad, and then you became a dad, and did your behavior change, and you're like, wow, I'm a dad. I'm doing a dad thing. Like, have you had
hmm.
moments like that where you're like, what? I am acting like a dad right now.
You know, yeah. Probably the biggest one is, when you're a kid, you're like playing with adults and it's just like the best time always. You're,
Mhm.
you're wrestling with them or you're any activity that an adult's doing, you're going to do it. You
Yeah.
want to do it.
Yep.
And like, definitely, I feel that like tiredness that you always that your dad always had when you can kind of like as a kid, you can see it in their eye that they're just like they're about to fall apart, but you just run in there anyway and just beat the crap out of them. I've definitely felt that. And I've been pretty high energy most of my life, but I felt that and had to fight that a lot as
That's
a dad.
fair. Do you fall asleep on the floor?
I have never fallen asleep on the floor until I had kids.
See,
that's another one.
There you go. I do that all the time anyway. I don't know. I'm a strange.
I was
a stranger.
I was gonna say I fall asleep on the floor all the time.
All the time. Yep. So I don't know.
Maybe that's just me.
Maybe it's a guy thing.
Maybe.
I don't know. But you didn't do it till you were dad. So
Never.
I think there's some precedent there.
Yeah. No couches, no floors, no cars, nothing like that.
I mean, I still sleep on the couch to this day.
Too. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll just pass out, and if it's
too couch,
it's too late to get back up and go to the bed, I just stay there the rest of the night. I'm like, oh, no,
it's too far.
It's too far.
At 25 feet to my bedroom. I hear you. It's not even upstairs, Daniel. You live it's on one level.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I meant more like if I wake up and it's like. Because I go to sleep traditionally pretty late. Like I go to sleep or like 11:30 ish. That's my that's my early. So like if I fall asleep on the couch and I wake up, it's like maybe 12:30. Sure, I'll go to the bed, sleep. But if it's like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning, I'm like, why bother?
That ship has sailed.
I'm just gonna rest it out here and just go. So
okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm not going to judge you because I think I probably do the same exact thing. So.
I think you guys might be more dad than me.
I was born an old man, and I'm finding that out more and more every day. So getting the dad shoes, it felt a little bit maybe more like old man shoes than dad shoes for me. Like it was a pretty natural pair of shoes for me to get. So. Yeah, falling asleep on the floor with my shoes on still at like 7:30. You know what I mean? Like, yep, that happens.
I don't know if this plays into it, but I'm a very weird. My wife always gets on me because it doesn't matter what I'm wearing, if I'm tired, I'm just going to pass out in the clothes that I'm in. Like I'm not changing into sleep clothes.
Yeah.
Like I didn't grow up that way. That's not who I am. Sure, if I have shorts and I want to feel comfortable, cool. But if not, I will literally pass out in jeans and a sweater and just fall asleep wherever I land.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know if that falls into like being a dad. Yeah.
Honestly, to me, on my personal experience, that feels like an uncle move. Mostly because
that's definitely, yeah.
I've got an uncle who I've seen him fall asleep in the craziest places. Like we were elk hunting one time and we had been trudging through like knee deep snow for, I don't know how long, just going up in the mountain. Like this is up near Granby or something. Right. And so we're up and down the hill. We're doing all kinds of stuff. And we decided like, okay, we're going to kind of post up and kind of wait and see if we hear anything, see anything, whatever. He fell asleep on a tree, like a fallen tree that was maybe 8 inches in diameter, maybe. And I think it was at an angle. He just laid down on the tree and like balanced one leg off of it. Somehow. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure his head was like the wrong way down the hill too. And he just like gets on it, lays down, boom, he just falls asleep.
Dude,
I'm like, this is incredible.
Maybe I think you're on to something that it's an uncle thing because
you're an uncle, so
I am an uncle, and more times than I can count, I have fallen asleep. Like literally, like I'll be like watching TV or something. I'll have like a bowl of cereal or something, or like a glass of like a drink in my hand. Literally, I will fall asleep and I kid you not, I will not spill a drop. I will wake up.
Incredible.
I will wake
Amazing.
up
That
like
feels like an uncle move.
hours
big
later.
time.
And like, let's just say I have a soda in my hand, right? I will wake up hours later and I'll be like, oh, and I'll just continue the same action I was doing.
Pick it up right where you left off.
Yeah, my wife has tried to like take it away. Like if I have a glass in my hand, she'll try to take it away, and I'll just wake up, be like, "What are you doing?" And I'll just be like, and she's like, "I don't want you to drop it." I'm like, "I won't," and I'll just go back to sleep.
The bowl of cereal is a vibe and an image. Like I would love to see that. I'll have to text her and be like, next
Gotta
time,
get a picture.
next time Daniel falls asleep with his Cheerios, like you gotta send me a picture.
It's gonna be a while because I don't usually do that because I'm lactose, so like it's very far in between when I'm eating, and a lot of people say like, oh, just put oat milk or almond milk. It's
Different
not the
experience.
same. It's not the same. So
You're not gonna fall asleep with your oat milk or your almond
I
milk.
know.
It's just
I've
not gonna
never
happen.
heard of it. Never heard it.
Never seen it one time in my life.
But anyways, back to the topic at hand, Dad.
Dadtivities. Well, I would say Marcus is a dad and an uncle, so I'm wondering if there's any kind of overlap. If you can tell the difference.
That's the big thing, man. When I was an uncle, it was just like all play.
It's
like,
all party, right?
Yeah, it's just a
It's great.
huge party. And to be fair, don't tell my wife this, but it can get that way when she's at the house. I mean,
She knows.
She knows. She knows, but you know, that's the most like that's when the uncle comes out, is when she's not home anymore. The house just it's just trash in there.
Toys,
food, it just anything goes when she's not in the house. You know, for the night.
She knows everything.
We have to scramble to clean it up. We never get it done. Bless her heart.
She's a patient lady.
But that's when that's the difference right there, is like I can tell I'm like, and you know, I got a little uncle left in me when actually leaves the house, and it's just everyone does whatever they feel like they need to do for the next 24 hours.
That's fun that you still got some uncle in you, and that your boys get the chance to get that part of you too.
Well, yeah,
it's fun.
You guys know too, like as an uncle, like the best part of being the uncle is that you're babysitting the kid or whatever.
Yeah.
You help out for a while. You do whatever needs to be done.
I'm like the distraction.
You're a distraction for a few hours, and then
I go
whatever state they are in when the parents return, that's the state that they get the kid in, and it's kind of not your problem anymore.
Yeah, you're just gonna go home and go to bed.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
that's right.
My sisters have told me time and time again they're gonna do what I did with their kids tenfold, because like I spoil my nephews. Like whenever I see them, if they want something, if they tell me about something, or if they anything, I'm like, sure.
You know he's listening, right?
He is. He is listening.
He's like, oh, that's how okay.
But like I just love them to death, you know.
Yeah.
Like I have one niece and everybody else nephews. So like my niece is very shy, but you know, I will give her the world, you know, especially since she's the only one. But like, it's so fun being the uncle because of the lack of responsibility, right? But
it's like a free pass to be trouble.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm like,
go be like a kid and just take them.
Exactly. Like, just do it.
That's the trade.
Go
right?
do it. Yeah.
It's a couple of hours of peace.
Yep.
To get them back in who knows what state.
Yeah. No, it's worth it every time. You know, it's always worth it. But with your kids, you think to yourself like, okay, when you're in uncle mode, you're just like, we could mix ice cream and cotton candy together. That
sounds wild.
It's fun, you know. Let's just try it. I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah.
You know, with your kids, it's like, if I give them too much sugar tonight, are they going to be Hitler when they're older? You know, like, did I just break them? You know, but as an uncle, you're just like, yeah, I could throw you 20 feet into the air. You'll be fine if you hit the ground, you know?
So I do want to ask, because like I do tell my siblings, like when I have kids, I'm like I'm going to treat them the same way I treat your kids. Like, I want my kids to be tough, but I also want them to be like, come up to me, like have fun with me and do all these things. Kind of like you said, your uncle mode. But does that change? Like, does that perspective change in like, oh, I want to have fun, but no, I have to be strict, or like, what's where I'm trying to get to the meat of the bones of, you want to be the same person you are with your nieces and nephews, but you can't with your kids. Did that change, or like that perspective, or like because you're the dad?
Big time, yeah. I mean, I remember when my older sister had her kids, I was just like, I am going to be the most fun person for those kids. And it was kind of that way. It was like anything goes, like they're going to get what they want. I'll play with them until I hurt myself, like all sorts of stuff. And it was just, we can be crazy. If you want to be crazy, we can be crazy. You know, you want anything goes. And my sister at the time was always just kind of like, dude, like, you know, you gotta relax a little bit. I'm trying to form some decent human beings here. You know, like wrestling in a Dairy Queen, probably not a good idea. And at the time, I always thought to myself, like, oh, like, come on, you know, relax a little bit. Like, it's supposed to be fun. They're going to be fine. You know, they're not going to be Hitler if you mix cotton candy.
There's some room for error.
There's some room for error there. But when it's your own kids, like the thing that I think, you know, a lot of people miss or maybe forget, or something that you get reminded of, is that like everyone is watching you.
Yeah.
Like everyone's judging you. With kids, it's amplified. Like you can be a piece of crap as an individual and people just kind of like, all right, stay on the fringes of society and it's not a big deal. Right. But you bring your kids into the mix there and it's everyone's problem. And so that's kind of the thing, like, at least for me, is like, I've always just kind of had the attitude of like, you know, I don't really care what people think about me.
Yeah.
But with my kids, it's like I have to have a different perspective for their sake. Like I don't want them to grow up not giving a crap of, you know, about what everyone thinks of them. I want them to, you know, be good people. And so every decision, everything is like micro-analyzed. Whereas otherwise, I would say I'm pretty laid back and just kind of go with the flow. But with my kids, man, it's just like, nope, you guys are going to do it right. We're going to be, you know, we're going to do everything that we're supposed to be doing the right way all the time.
Yeah.
And do you think that changes you as like the person that you are, or does it still stay true that you are still the same person just with parameters, or does it change you to be a different person with different outlooks and views of what it is to be a parent?
Oh, definitely the latter. Yeah, like I said, you know, like everyone's watching you, like kind of judging how you parent all the time, and you can feel that. And, you know, I used to be like, while I was really fun with my nieces and nephews, I always thought, you know, like, man, like people really don't know how to parent their kids. And now that I'm a dad, it's just like, you know, like I don't know squat about being a dad. You know, I don't know anything. Like everything is a new experience to me every day. And I like, it's completely changed, you know, my level of empathy. I was never a really empathetic person. And that has gone up tenfold. That's probably the biggest thing, is now I consider like a lot more about what other people feel and how they think and things like that. Definite big change. I
just think that's so crazy. Like the change, like, cause I'm pretty sure, because, you know, you're married and your wife still sees you as the same person that she fell in love with. Right. But you can be the same person and an entirely different person at the same time because of kids. Right. Like, and that boggles my mind. Like I can't get around that, because like I still want to be the same person that I am today towards my kids if I ever am blessed enough to have them, right? But I know there has to be a change. Like you can't just be, I just can't be me around my kids, because like I'm a silly person. I'm a like rambunctious person. But like you said, my kids, I still want them to be decent human beings. So I don't want them to be like
contributors to society.
Exactly. I don't want them to be like, oh, I could just do whatever I want, you know, like this and whatever. Dad can do this. He just does it, whatever. And like, It's gonna be hard.
It's okay to grow as a person.
Yeah.
Like it's okay. Like you don't have to stay the same person all the time.
Yeah.
So it's a beautiful thing that you can maintain that relationship or grow it into whatever the next thing is.
Which is
and become a new person.
It's cool to retain yourself, but in I would say an evolved state.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
The core is still you, right?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
But in an evolved state.
Yeah, it's like it was always in there somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, it's just they activate it in you or something like that. That's definitely how I feel about it.
That's cool.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah.
That's pretty neat. Do you guys, I'm looking at the time here. We got some time. Would you like to discuss New Balance in themselves a little bit more?
Yeah.
They have a pretty interesting history.
Yeah, we deviated a little bit.
We deviated a little bit.
But it's still within dadhood.
A little bit serious there, which is great because I forgot to mention at the top of the episode, the reason why I wanted to do this today, and this one's actually going to kind of squeeze into the published schedule. This is our Father's Day episode.
Oh,
so this is for the
nice.
dads.
All right.
We were not smart enough or on it enough to do a Mother's Day episode. So sorry, moms. We love you. But this one's for the dads. So this is our Father's Day episode.
Love it.
Perfect. In that case, happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
Happy Father's Day.
It'll be in 4 days because today is Thursday and Sunday.
Sunday's Father's Day.
Well, not this Sunday, but the June 15th.
This
will publish.
You were just like, wait,
whatever
what?
the math says.
That's the most dad thing about me right there. If you'd have told me it was tomorrow, I'd have been like, okay.
Because you happy Father's Day. You're like, cool, thanks. So this Father's Day episode. New Balance. Let's talk about New Balance. Kind of some interesting things that I was not expecting to encounter here.
Before I'm sorry to interject, but
I can't imagine what you're about to say. Even
well,
I didn't say anything.
Okay, yeah. Well, you're about to go down the rabbit hole of New Balance.
Okay,
but if memory serves me correct, I remember when they first came out, and I thought they were so cool.
You don't remember when they first came out.
That's what I'm saying. I think I have false memory, or maybe it was like the resurgence, or like when it peaked in popularity.
Yes,
and I thought they were so cool. So it's gonna be really cool to learn about this.
Yes,
so let's go.
I think I know why.
Okay.
Cool. So New Balance, the company, was founded in 1906.
No, I definitely was not around back then.
You were not. So they were
remember it like it was 100 and some years ago.
So they for the longest time, they're one of the oldest shoe companies in America. Like, I'll say this, like Nike, 70s. All the other ones you're thinking of are most likely the 70s. And I'll tell you why when we get there.
What if I'm thinking about ones you weren't thinking?
Then you're probably right.
Which ones? Skechers?
Puma.
No.
Vans.
Hoka.
You were close, sir. I'm thinking skater shoe.
Not Vans?
Chuck Taylor's?
No, not that's a good one, but no, that's old.
Converse, yeah.
What are
more skater shoes?
Wait, is Converse? I don't know if maybe Converse envelops it, or it's in the umbrella.
What is it?
Etnies.
Oh my gosh! Wow, haven't heard that in a minute.
Wow.
Okay.
What is that? Their own thing?
As far as I know.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I don't know if they're wrapped around anything.
Man, skater shoes. That was a thing. Big old fat boys.
Etnies and DVSs,
flat.
bro.
Oh man. Yeah, skater shoes. What if you could still get those? I would get a pair.
DVSs are definitely still a thing. Etnies, I believe, are on the up and up.
I could never afford those things.
Uncomfortable shoes, man.
No kidding.
I did see, because I do notice shoes, I did see somebody at work with Etnies this week.
Amazing.
It was an older gentleman.
No.
But he had some Etnies on.
Wow.
It was awesome.
That's cool.
I'd rock them.
Anyways.
I would rock them.
I digress.
Not what we're talking about.
Go for it.
New Balance, formed in 1906. I'm going through the... I'm going to have to remember some stuff kind of on the fly. I half researched this, so I'm going to get it pretty close.
Mm-hmm.
Remember the slogan. Go do your own research. I'm going to get close. So they were Northeastern right? They stayed really small for a long time. They, I'll give you some numbers in a sec. They made their shoe. It was a work shoe. It was for like factory workers and like people who are on their feet all the time. And it was made for, like the industrial Northeast. That's what it was for.
They were shoes, not boots.
Right. Yes,
Okay.
They were shoes. They were inspired. It was actually, they started as like an arch company. And the guy that founded it, which I'm looking, William J. Riley, which is a great Boston, Massachusetts name, founded the company, right? He formed as like his first patents on arch supports that he was inspired by the feet of chickens. So he was
known
like
for their arch support.
Like, I don't know how well they performed, but the first arch supports they had, it was completely inspired on like a 3-point system that like it mimicked the foot of a chicken. So like it touched on 3 points in like within your shoe, and then your foot would be like the leg, right? So it took your foot down to like 3 points like a chicken. I have no idea how well they performed. Decent enough to stay in business, I would say.
Yeah.
I just find that kind of unfathomable because it doesn't seem that good of a design.
Well, ask yourself this then, buddy. Have you ever seen a chicken trip?
No.
Not one
and they're
time.
always running around on their feet.
And by extension, ostriches, because they have the same build,
The same
right?
kind of feet. No, I've never heard one complain about their feet
Yeah,
and the support that they're getting. No, I mean, so there you go.
I'm kind of behind
Case
this.
closed, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Do what the chickens are doing.
We don't need to talk about the fact that they can flap their wings when they
Neither. Either chickens or ostriches.
They can't fly.
No, it is. No, that's it. So we should walk around like chickens do. At least that's what William J. Riley thought in 1906 when he formed his company.
Cool.
They basically did that. And let's see. Looking at some numbers. These are the wrong numbers. They did that for like decades. When they finally started making shoes, they were only making, well, what were they? They were not making they were making like thousands of dollars a year in shoes. They were mail order only. Like they weren't selling in stores or whatever. Like they just got the orders mailed in. They'd make their shoes for whatever company that needed shoes for their workers or whatever. And that's how they did their business for like the longest time.
Yeah.
Until they basically did that for like 70 years. In the 1970s, it was like 71 to 72 was like,
how did they last
year.
that long on that business model?
Incredible, right?
Yeah.
So keep this in mind too. One really interesting thing is I don't know if they are publicly traded today, but they're like one of the only shoe companies that is not publicly traded. And so that's why they do weird things and they sell shoes that look like this because they're privately owned and they can do what they want.
All right.
Which is pretty cool.
It is
it's
awesome.
Pretty rock and roll.
Yeah,
I think
for
that's pretty
sure.
cool. So anyway, so they took their own path when everybody else was doing stuff. So in 1971, from 71 to 72, something big happened. People, like normal lay people, started jogging.
I don't remember this, but
Mind-blowing.
yes.
Daniel.
I don't remember this, but not only am I a shoe guy, I'm a runner. So I've heard, yes.
It is mind blowing to me that people didn't run in 1971 or before.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's the deal?
I don't know. Like it went from like an athlete's only thing to like a publicly accessible way of recreating. And they're like, running is pretty healthy for you. This is a thing that you should maybe do. It's good for, whatever. Cardio, it's going to do the things. It's exercise. It's good.
It's the new
mind blowing
thing.
to me
Yeah.
that it was a new idea in the 70s.
Right.
Blew me away. I had no clue. So with the new fad, call it, right?
Yeah.
that's why all of those other shoe brands have their start in the 70s. That's why Nike was invented in the 70s, because all of a sudden there's a huge market. When there's markets, companies are going to race to it.
Yep.
They're going to see who can fill it, get the money, right? Get the money.
I did not know this aspect, so that's interesting.
Doing some learning, right?
Yeah.
So what makes it kind of more interesting too? Okay, so there was like a competition to make the best running shoe.
Yep.
Right. New Balance was basically number one top contender going into like 1972. Their sales from 1971 to 1972 increased by 600 times.
Holy.
They went from making like a couple hundred or a couple $1,000s a year to making like almost like $1 million a year in their shoes. Like just overnight like that, which is just crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, but even still, like that's kind of small potatoes numbers compared to like what Nike's going to end up doing in like another couple of years.
Yeah.
And the biggest reason is because of celebrity and athlete endorsements.
I was gonna say sponsorship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So all of the other shoe companies were like, we need basketball players wearing our shoes. And New Balance is like, we're going to focus on shoe technology and try to make good shoes, regardless of how they look.
Yeah.
We're not going to make them stylish because we can do what we want. We're not a publicly traded company. We don't have to respond to the shareholders, and we don't have to make the bottom line go up so fast or whatever. They get to do what they want. They did have their first sponsor in like, if I can't remember who it even was. I didn't recognize the name, but it was like in the late 70s or 80s. They finally got like their first sponsor, and I'll jump the gun a little bit on this too. They didn't get another. That was one guy. They didn't get their next like athlete endorsement until Kawhi Leonard.
What?
Like in 2016.
Wow.
Something. I'm close on the years. I'm close. And they went on to win the championship the next year. And it kind of started to like really kind of explode from there.
Right.
And do all of this interesting stuff. But they didn't have a sponsor. They didn't have anybody in the NBA wearing their shoes for like 40 years.
They're big in the MLB these days.
Yeah.
Balance. I mean, you guys talked about Ohtani a few episodes ago.
Yeah.
At least from today's day.
And he wears New Balances?
Yeah. He's like the New Balance poster
He's
guy.
like the new,
there
you go. So like they're kind of in like their second resurgence right now.
Yeah.
Because their first one was at the beginning of the running craze. And then now they're kind of changing their business model again.
Okay.
And that's why you're kind of seeing it. You're seeing the celebrity endorsements, and they're like a really, really slow burn into like mainstream shoe stuff. So it's like, and I think the reason why you're starting to see it now too is because the CEO changed hands in 2018. So it was owned by Jim Davis since 1972. And then they still own it, but they got a new CEO in 2018. And so maybe that's when the Kawhi Leonard deal went through. It's somewhere around that. But that's kind of where the way that they're branding themselves as a shoe company changed to fit kind of the mold that you're kind of typically used to for the other types of shoes. So I did not know that about Ohtani, though. That's cool. I mean, I don't really pay attention to the shoes. I've never paid attention to the shoes in sports, but
this is just an interesting subject because I just was watching the other day. I was watching a commercial with him, and I was like thinking to myself, like, how in the world does New Balance
get Ohtani?
The biggest name in baseball, worldwide, not just in the U. I mean, huge.
Worldwide. Yeah. I mean, since Mike Trout was like the last player to really get that kind of renown, but like homie plays for the Angels. He's had a great career as an individual, but that's it. Right. And so like that was as good as it got. And then Ohtani came in and it was like, boom, the world changed. The world of baseball changed. Yeah. So New Balance got him. That's really cool. That's really wild. Good for New Balance, man.
I guess.
What else? There's another couple interesting things. I just think the most interesting thing is kind of their departure from like the mold that they had made, and the like they were going to go do their own independent shoe kind of thing. And then now they're kind of slowly becoming like a mainstream shoe. They're still kind of ugly. So like, I still don't fully understand it.
That's a matter of opinion.
Look at this. This is not a beautiful shoe. It's a shoe. It does a thing.
I like them.
I like them too.
All right.
I like them a lot.
All right. I'm hip. I'm hip.
You're a cool guy.
Yo, wow, you guys really jumped on me on that one.
I mean, I just bought some New Balance recently, so
Gotta justify that purchase.
Yeah. Daniel's a little hipper than me, I think.
Yeah.
Genuinely.
the person at REI, because like
REI sells New Balance?
yeah,
Who is New Balance is like the weird. It just feels weird, doesn't it? They just feel like they're doing their thing.
I do, but here's the thing. When I was at REI, I went to go see, because I love a good running shoe, right? And I went to go look for them, and I saw the guys. I'm like, don't like that. I didn't like the colorway. So then the women's shoe had a different colorway, and I was like, ooh, that colorway is so good. And
Can I stop? What is this word you're saying?
colorway,
Yeah, should I know this?
like the different shaders, or like, as you would call, like different colors, different schemes of the shoe,
Oh,
like
okay.
what color they are, what
Like the palette almost.
yeah, yes,
Like this one is blue and white,
yeah, that's the colorway, yeah,
but the colorway could be black and white.
yes,
Okay.
yes, exactly.
Wow. Okay. I learned something. Thanks, Daniel.
Doing it.
I really like the women's one. It was beautiful. And I'll pull
I
it
thought
up.
you were going to pull a shoe out of your backpack just now. I swear. Do you have a picture of it?
I do.
Okay, pull it up. We better get it pulled up.
I'll pull it up.
Post it to the thing.
The thing with the thing.
Uh-huh.
But anyway, I told him like, hey, I really like these, but do you have them in a men's size? Like, and I told him my shoe size, and he's like, kind of like, why? I'm like, because I like this colors way more than the men's colors. Like, that's interesting. Sure. So he went to the back to go get them, but like, I just thought it was really weird that he was just like, why are you buying women's shoes? But like,
I thought
Really,
I've always been of the opinion that the women's shoes they look way cooler than the guys' shoes.
I think so too.
Yeah.
My wife says differently on some shoes. She says that the men have better colorways, but
Man, I just buy black shoes. So it's never been, this is a whole world I didn't know existed.
yeah, it just, I mean, I love vibrant colors. I know.
Yeah, you do.
I know you've seen my shoe, like the ones I'm wearing today. They're not New Balance, they're Hoka's. They're mostly black,
Uh-huh.
but they're like the sole and everything. They're different colors. They're like
Yeah.
pink.
You've always had
blue.
wild shoes.
Yeah. So it's like, look, I already have it up here. So
Wow.
this is the men's versus the women's. I'm gonna scroll down so you can't see which one's which. So one of them's men, one of them's women.
Picking the right side.
You're picking the right.
If I was to wear them, is that the question?
Or like just
I would probably you make sure you take a screenshot because we have to post.
Yeah.
Left versus right.
Yeah, I'll take a screenshot now.
Left, because they're kind of similar to the ones I
You're
have
not
right
picking
here.
either one though, right?
Probably not.
Yeah.
honestly, neither of them are just plain black. And boring.
The right ones are the men's.
Okay, all right. I'm not getting judged by the REI guy.
Man, but I'm gonna get me some fly women's
But
shoes.
yeah, I really liked it, and I think the picture doesn't do any justice because when you see them up,
Jeez, it's a shoe.
when you see them in the light, it's just like it hits perfectly. Like,
Wear them next time or something.
I'll wear
Put
them.
them on your feet so I can see them.
I'll bring them up. I'll bring them by.
You can do it. Do it. Good. Are they? Yeah.
And that is my
Jeez.
second pair of the Rebel series. The Rebel series.
Is that the 808?
No. These are New Balance Rebels.
Can you pull up the 880s? Because this has been sitting in my head.
The
You said it
880
like 8 times.
Way early on.
Way
too.
early, and I should have asked then, but I'm gonna ask now.
The New Balance 880s. They're my favorite trainer shoe.
What are you
Image,
training for, Daniel?
anything I want.
Versatile shoe right
I
there.
guess so.
These are the 880s. They're very simple.
Oh, okay.
They just have a lot of cushion.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
I like
I've seen you
those.
wear those ones.
Yeah, I have a bright neon like yellow ones.
Yeah, that's right.
So
Those are for when you train.
Yeah.
That's right. I should say this because you're talking about women's shoes.
Mhm.
That was one thing that they did, that New Balance did well in the 70s that made them so popular, was that, and something that my wife currently struggles with is like, they were like one of the first shoe companies to offer multiple widths for women,
Imagine.
which is insane.
Yeah,
It's just incredible. It's just like, it's nuts. It's a nutso world out there for women's shoes. So yeah, there you go.
That's the one. That's the ones I have.
Shoes.
Yeah, I like those.
I have seen those ones. So
Mhm.
that was one reason that contributed to their popularity, was that they were like, we're gonna make everybody really good shoes.
Isn't that kind
That
of
was
a
their
crazy
focus.
idea though? Like it's such a simplistic idea.
How is the idea of like making a good shoe for a person, like we're gonna make a
Or
good
a
technical
chicken.
product, like revolutionary?
Yeah.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
But it's only when you compare it next to Nike at the same time, who was endorsement driven, brand driven,
Right.
advertisement. Like the focus hasn't necessarily been on performance. They make you think that maybe,
Mm-hmm.
but I don't know.
I
But
think
then
they
at
make-
the same time, I
They
wear the
make you
shoes and I'm
think
like, they're
that
fine.
because of the endorsements, right?
Yes. Yeah,
Right,
exactly.
because,
They're
like,
they're wearing
this-
them in the NBA. They must be good.
Yeah.
And I don't know. Yeah. So we'll see how mine line up. But like so far, performance wise, I'm going to wear my Brooks over this, but nobody's wearing Brooks in the NBA either. But what does the NBA has why is that the test anyway? Again, it's just a popularity thing, right? It's just marketing.
Yeah.
It's just marketing. Those are shoes. but-
All the best players make their own shoe now, right?
That-
yeah,
they-
right.
they pair with a
Partner
company.
and they do the thing.
Any New Balance basketball shoes out there?
I don't
Probably.
know, probably,
Hmm.
yeah.
Probably.
I mean, Kawhi Leonard, he did it a couple of years ago. Apparently, it was a thing.
Can you
right?
buy
So,
Leonard's?
I don't know. Yeah, right. Yeah, because you're not buying. You buy Jordans, right?
Right.
Who was the dude that somewhat recently during a basketball game, he like stepped to get a ball and his shoe broke.
oh,
Like the sole completely like ripped off the
yes,
bottom of it.
I don't know.
It was like a huge deal.
It was. I
because
can't
he
remember.
He
what-
got hurt.
Yes.
Who was it? Was it Giannis or somebody? I do not know basketball. The more I talk about basketball, the dumber I'm going to sound.
We're
So I'm
getting
probably
into
gonna
dangerous
stop.
territory
This is
here.
very dangerous for
Yeah.
me. But I did see some guy's shoe broke. It was a big deal. And he's like, my endorsement's over. I'm going to a different company for my shoes. Which is just like the amount that shoes are involved in the NBA it's pretty wild to me.
Yeah.
But it goes back to like, maybe this is a future episode too, of like basketball in the 70s is a wild place. And I'm going to tease it because I'm going to surprise you at some point, Daniel, about the ABA, which is the American Basketball Association, which is where the Nuggets started off as. And it was like the cowboy league of basketball. It was an alternative league. It wasn't the minor leagues. And there's some crazy stories with it too. But anyway, that's like why basketball in the 70s and all of this stuff going on. That's like kind of what ties this together a little bit.
So just to get back to the player, it wasn't an NBA player. It was a college game.
Oh, it was it March Madness probably or something?
Probably, but it was February 2019. The player was
What?
Zion Williamson.
Oh yeah.
2019?
Big name
Yeah.
player.
Yeah.
Why does it? I have completely lost track of time. That was, I swear that was like last year.
So Zion's Nike PG 2.0, 2.5s.
Oh, there
So
you go.
Paul George's signature shoe literally ripped apart 33 seconds into the game.
Brutal.
He
Okay.
sprained his knee and missed several games, and
Wow.
Nike stock dropped temporarily because of it.
Wow.
Because of a college game,
Yeah.
which in 2019 is a little bit different because now college kids get paid big money to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah.
The right
At
guys. Yeah.
least like football, I know that.
Yeah.
I think basketball is kind of sort of this. Collegiate athletes get paid to play their sport now.
Yeah.
That's fairly new, I think. I don't think that was the case in 2019. I don't know. But how interesting that one incident in a college game, yes, a high profile player, it made the stock price go down for a global company.
Right.
It's just crazy to me because if I buy Nikes, I'm not playing like for the collegiate tournament.
Right.
Like I'm not pushing the shoes that hard.
Mhm.
Like it's fine. The shoes are going to be okay for what I need them to do. So That's just crazy to me how tied in they are. I think that's kind of New Balance's history. I think that it will be very interesting to see where they go from here because of this kind of new resurgence and like whatever is going on with like the resurgence of kids wanting to dress like dads, whatever that is. I don't, maybe, maybe they're just like looking for a functional shoe, I guess. I don't know. But you showed me some shoes that they're not ugly.
Yeah.
These ones I would say look less good than the ones that you showed me.
That's a better way
on
to
your
put
phone.
that.
They look
Good
less
choice.
good. They look how they look. They're functional. They're fine. They're breaking in there. So I'm starting to get it. We'll see if I change my mind.
Mm-hmm.
But like whatever else is surrounding New Balance, they're kind of at an interesting point in their own history, especially with signing out of Otani. That's huge. And whatever else they do in their endorsement lands and with this like new popularity of, they're kind of changing their brand a little bit to kind of more suit the mold that we're used to. And I don't know where we go from here. So we're kind of at their turning point. I think they're like third turning point in their history. So you're going to see New Balance for a while. They're not going to go anywhere.
I just hope it doesn't become like because like I'll pay good money for a good shoe, right? Especially if it's proven to have longevity, especially with me running.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You need the proper shoe. Like I'm not going to like cheap out on a shoe because of the price point if it's proven that it's a performance shoe that's going to last forever.
Yeah.
Like my New Balance, the 880s that I have, they're around the same price. I think they're like $80 that I bought them for.
It's not bad for a running shoe.
And some people had their doubts on its capabilities.
Sure.
I swear by them. I've put 300, 400, 500 miles on them and they're still good for me. You know,
No.
I'm not a professional like runner by any means necessary, but
you probably don't have weird feet either.
Probably not.
You get sideways feet. They're not going to last so long.
Yeah. But I mean, like, I just I lost my train of thought for a little bit.
So sorry.
But I hope that they don't go into like the Champion brand phase.
Yeah.
Where they were like a really like Walmart, very friendly price point to now they go into like a Champion sweatshirt can go for like $200.
Yeah, exactly. Like find your identity and kind of stick with it.
Yeah. Like, yeah, I understand paying a little bit more for like a premium, but if you just still are catering to the majority of your people that have brought you where you are, that's cool. And then like have a different tier. I understand that. But the moment they like elevate every single one of their products to like, hey, it's $200 for a pair of shoes, like even for one, like dad shoes.
Yeah.
That's where I'm going to be like,
yes.
No.
Yeah. I thought they were a little bit pricey for what, I mean, I had no idea what I was getting into, but
you
like,
wouldn't have guessed $70.
I wouldn't have guessed $70, but if they're going to come back at like $200 because of a popularity thing, like that's not funny anymore. Like,
no,
that's not fun anymore for anybody.
There's very like, I'll be the first to admit I have paid a lot for shoes, but there's very little that I will pay for like a lot for. It has to be like I either tried them out or like I know it's very reputable.
Sure.
That I will pay. But like I'm not like, I wouldn't consider myself a sneakerhead. I think a sneakerhead.
You're close, Daniel.
Well, here's the difference.
Yeah, I don't know very many shoe models, and you know at least one more than me.
You said so many names and numbers of stuff.
Well, sneakerheads take care of their shoes. They put in the inserts. They want to keep them pristine. They put the plastic on the outside to like conserve them, and because they want to.
I see your point.
I'm a shoe enthusiast. I will get shoes. I will buy shoes, and I will use shoes.
I like that.
I would prefer to be an enthusiast over a sneakerhead for sure.
I think so. Yeah. You're not putting them on your wall. You're putting them on your feet.
Yes, exactly. I know people that buy them, like famous people, like buy them once, use them for the day, retire them.
Yeah.
That's not me. I will put miles in on them.
And then you get rid of them when they're dead, right?
When they're dead.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay,
when they're dead.
That's fair. And I will say this too, as my own little personal soapbox, because I kind of think it's worth saying, is if it separates you from the ground, it's worth the money. consider spending reasonable money on something that keeps you off of the ground.
Yeah.
Your tires, your shoes, and your bed. And I think that's my dad advice.
That is dad advice.
That's
right
my
there.
dad advice, and I think that's maybe where we can. I'll give you one other fact before we wrap up here, just to say how well New Balance is doing. I told you earlier, it's 1972-ish. They're making maybe $1 million a year.
Mm-hmm.
2023, they were up 23% from 2022, and they finished 2023 with 6.5 billion in global sales.
Whoop, whoop.
Not too shabby.
I was part of that. You're welcome.
Yeah, you were
Doing your part. Well, McKyler too, apparently.
Yeah, it's just
for the
true.
sake of the show.
For the sake of the show, for a joke. So we'll do a follow up on this one. But Marcus, thank you so much for joining us. I feel like your expertise was absolutely valuable here. Really got the conversation rolling. So
It was a blast.
Some fun.
Yeah.
Daniel, do we want to do any shout outs? You want to kind of cruise through it? We'll do a follow. I'll say this. We'll do you're doing a thing.
No, go for it.
Okay. We'll eventually do a follow up on Patreon.
Yeah.
Which we will do follow ups to our other episodes. If you want to go over to Patreon and cruise out, see what we got going over there. In addition to the map that you can see all the cool locations that we've visited on the podcast so far. It'll stay live. We'll continue to update it, and you get all the cool bonus episodes. And those follow ups will be bonus episodes. So tune in, and we'll let you know when that eventually happens, when my shoes finally die. But
Yeah.
They never will.
maybe they won't. You'll never get the episode.
Yeah. Marcus, do you want to plug anything in as a special guest or
Um,
say any words?
Yeah, I'll just say Happy Father's Day if this is coming out
This
then.
will be Father's Day.
Yeah.
This will be Father's Day weekend. So
Perfect.
happy Father's Day, everybody.
Yeah.
So ton of fun tonight. Had a resident expert on this one. Did a little bit of research. You just remember, when you go off and do it yourself, do your own research and stay curious.
Hey, everybody. We'd just like to take a moment to thank our Patreon listeners. We do this all because we love it, but it helps greatly when people are out there that believe in us and help us out. And those people are Liz D, Seth T, Irvin H, DaDog, and Miles T. Thanks, guys, for helping us make our little dream keep going.